Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 4.
Parents say they're frustrated with the virtual academy at Fargo Public Schools, and they want administrators to fix several issues. But the district is pushing back, saying that they didn't expect the technology problems. Valley News team's Joshua Piguero joins us live in front of a Fargo school. Hi, Joshua.
Hello, Callie. How's it going? I'm standing in front of Lincoln Elementary, and I'm off my phone just to be a little bit more mobile so I can show you. Parents had the option at the beginning of the school year to either make their kids go back to the school to a hybrid learning model or pull them strictly virtual academy. And some parents decided to do that. As you can see, no kids out here. We spoke with a parent who tells us that she was upset with the fact that it seems like there was just too much going on with virtual learning when it came to technology delays. Now, for those who aren't aware, that the virtual academy was something that Fargo Public Schools started, that the kids had to enroll, students had to enroll before the school started, and they had to commit to at least a semester or a year in virtual academy. Now, this is different than remote learning. It's now with the high value kids come into school and also do some learning online. But the parent I spoke to also expressed frustration with the fact that every time she's addressed administrators, none of her issues have been solved.
I was under the impression it was that same thing where they would have recordings and something that we could watch, after I get off work, and we can do homework then. But no, there's no recordings.
Again, Callie, I know it's 4 o'clock, so it's supposed to be an empty school building, but kids, those who decided to enroll their kids in the virtual learning, are expressing frustration. But we're going to hear from school administrators coming up at 6 and some of the changes that they're planning to roll out within the next few weeks. So we're going to give that to you at 6 o'clock. Reporting live in Fargo, Joshua Piguero, Valley News Live.
All right. Thank you, Joshua, for that live report. And for today's top 4 at 4, Cass County now has a higher risk level for COVID-19. According to the North Dakota Department of Health's guidance system, Cass is now in the yellow moderate risk category, meaning it's the level of heightened exposure risk, but transmission is under control. The Department of Health recommends people to socially distance, wash their hands often, and to wear a mask. And police from Cass County and the cities of Fargo and Grand Forks teamed up to serve multiple narcotics search warrants. Yesterday, they did one at a local hotel and 2 were done at residences. Detectives found 1,400 fentanyl pills, heroin, meth, marijuana, a pistol, and over $15,000 in cash. The Red River Valley SWAT team helped in the search warrants. And today, a student at Lincoln Elementary brought a loaded BB gun to school. A staff member saw the BB gun in the student's backpack and then took it away. Fargo Public Schools says they shut down a hallway to keep students in their classrooms, but no threats were made. And Apple Siri is in hot water today after directing users to local law enforcement agencies when asked to find the nearest terrorist. Valley News Live's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley investigates. That's tonight at 5. That's a quick look at today's top 4 at 4. Now let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson for our first alert forecast.
Some of us are going to need an umbrella as we head into the evening hours. Others going to need a jacket as there's temperatures that are changing, and we do have some showers and rumbles of thunder with some hail showing up on the radar from time to time. Here's a look at the latest. We have some heading towards Alexandria and some in the northern Red River Valley. And not far from Fargo, we have some showers and thunderstorms. So these are all tracking off to the east at about 25 to 30 miles per hour. Eastern Clay County has a cell near Hitterdal with some hail potential. We're talking small hail here, pea to maybe even marble size, so maybe a half inch or so in diameter. That'll be in Hitterdal by 4:12 here so shortly. Be prepared for some very heavy rain and a little lightning. And then up there in the Kennedy area, north of Hallock, Lancaster, and north of Lake Bronson, some showers moving their way through. Temperatures, the other story. Moorhead right now, 81 degrees. Fergus Falls, 81. Woo! Devil's Lake, 62 already. And we have some 50s up there where you see the greens north of Devil's Lake. In Fargo tonight, we cannot rule out a spotty thunder shower, but we'll have clouds and temperatures falling with wind increasing as well. So hit and miss weather tonight. Will be cooler tomorrow. I'll have details on just how low we go coming up here in a moment.
All right, thanks so much, Hutch. And in Minnesota, the Department of Health is reporting 690 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, along with 6 new deaths linked to the illness. In North Dakota, there are 475 new cases, along with 7 more deaths in the state. The death toll now sits at 203. And a scary situation this morning lands one man in jail and likely left him with a bruise on his face from the end of a shotgun. It happened around 2:30 a.m. in the 1400 block of 6th Street South. Police say a man was trying to break into a home through a window. That's when the homeowner grabbed his shotgun and told the burglar he'd shoot. The two ended up fighting, and then the homeowner hit the suspect in the face with the gun. The burglar took off. Police were called, and they were eventually found 39-year-old Matthew Florence. He's now in jail for attempted felony criminal trespass. And a Moorhead man is facing vehicular homicide charges for a drunk driving incident that killed his brother. Authorities say Daniel Matthew Carlson crashed his BMW along Highway 10 near New York Mills last month. A witness said Carlson was speeding, and officials say when he appeared, he had fallen asleep. That's when he drove off the road, which caused the car to roll 7 times. Carlson told investigators that he was in Detroit Lakes and a vehicle cut him off, causing him to take the ditch. A witness said there were no other cars nearby. A blood sample from Carlson showed a blood alcohol level of 0.122. Anything above 0.08 is considered legally drunk. And a local rapper and music promoter is accused of stabbing 3 people over the weekend in Fargo. Jason Mendez Grant was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assaults with a dangerous weapon after a fight broke out, including at least 8 people. Investigators said that during the fight, a man matching Grant's description pulled out a red-handled fillet knife and just started cutting. He refused to speak with investigators, invoking his right to remain silent. And Grand Forks Clinic is breaking ground on a new facility today. The new 21,000 square foot facility will open next summer. The clinic's 9 providers offer primary care services as well as a women's health and dermatology. The founder of both Grand Forks clinics have been practicing in Grand Forks since 2001, and this is what he had to say.
Without the patient support and their families, and without the great team that I have, and the support and the families, we would not be here today.
The clinic currently employs more than 20 medical professionals and support staff. That number is expected to grow once the new location opens. And the American Red Cross is urging those who have beaten COVID-19 to give plasma, a donation that could help save a life. They're now doing secondary testing of all blood donations that come back positive for COVID-19 antibodies. The Red Cross notifies the donors, and the blood is used for patients battling COVID-19. To learn more on blood donating opportunities, download our VNL News app. And social distancing in the upcoming winter season is steering the Minnesota driver and vehicle services to a new location. Starting mid-November, people can go to the Moorhead Center Mall to take care of business. Clay County Commissioner Kevin Campbell says only a few people are allowed in the current DVS to keep a 6-foot distance. He says moving to the mall will create more space, keeping people out of the inclement weather. Campbell says the remodeling of the new location and 3-year lease will cost $568,000. And public remembrances for Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg kicked off today. We'll tell you about the touching service in D.C. today. That's next on Valley News Live at 4.
Take a peek at our wide-ranging temperatures today. A peak temperature of 57 in Rolla, while it was in the 80s in Otter Tail County. Your forecast is cooler. Details are coming up right after this.